Hello my beautiful party people, welcome back to my channel. It's Kunamoni Karo, and we are back to reacting to internet historians Incognito mode channel conspiracies. Don't worry, I read your comments last time. I am not gonna skip the fucking ads this time. I always watch his ad skits and I do enjoy them, but like the last video I just wasn't in the mood, so I skipped it. And God, did y'all come for me? Of course, it's heard. I heard the comments. I will be watching it this time. Don't worry, and it looks like it might be a Nordman skit today, so I'm totally down for that. But if you really want a VPN, I do not recommend Nord. Someone who uses it for countless Japanese sites. A lot of Japanese sites know how to clock Nord now, so use Surfshark. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Any and all interactions does this channel wonders. And remember to check me out on Twitch, because I'm always streaming some shit up on there. And let's get into it.
NordVPN by YouTube brought. Conspiracies. Conspiracies? What are Chirp. What are...
Is that a real conspiracy? Do people actually think like birds are robots? Why would you think that? See, I'm not a big conspiracy person, so I'm actually kind of interested in what they're going to be talking about.
A conspiracy.
What the fuck is that?
What are... Look, all I want to know is, what are Wait a minute. Are they...
What is that? White chocolate rice? Is it Rice Krispies? They make Rice Krispie M&Ms? Oh no, I'm stupid. It literally says it right there in the corner. Marshmallow Krispies. That is Rice Krispies! That's weird. Why would you want to do that?
You're making the green M&M less sexy?
Key lime pie? I wouldn't want either of those. Ooh. Ooh. Nasty.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little ones that don't really matter.
Give me an example.
I recently was grocery shopping and I bought a limited edition detergent.
That's so silly. I don't understand why like cleaning products have like limited edition. I literally just bought like a limited edition Febreze, and honestly, it's like the best scent ever. But like, I just had this conversation with someone. It's so weird. Like, why? Why do they do this? Is it like a marketing scheme?
That was wild berry scented. I opened it and started using it right away. And every time I clean the dishes now, I think, wow, that's a delicious wild berry scent.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to a hospital, right? And it just stinks like chemicals. And it's like, we have the technology to make cleaning things that smell delightful.
Oh.
Yet you go to the hospital and it smells like cat piss?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That is a good point. What else have you got?
So when I was a kid, my sister had been to like a party with glow sticks.
Right.
And so she put a bunch of them in the freezer because she had heard that if you put a glow stick in the freezer, it stays glowy for longer.
Yeah.
I think that's not true.
It does. No, it does. It slows down the chemical reaction.
Nah, there's no chemicals. It's just little green goblins, I'm telling you, with their little torches. So I'm a kid, right? And we used to have, like, you know, ice blocks. I don't know what you
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. How many did you drink?
Just the one.
What did you guys call those? Always call them like push-up pops or freezies. Freezies. But then I found out when I got older, like, people didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So I guess there's like other names for them. I just called them like freezies or push-ups. Push-up. I don't know. Is it like a local name thing? Because I know they have like an official name. I never pay attention. But sometimes they come in a box and sometimes they come in like the kind of netting that like oranges come in. Maybe.
So I go into the freezer. I go, oh, wow, that must be some new thing.
Oh my
and I
God.
get some scissors from the kitchen.
No.
I snip it off.
Nah.
And I drink it down.
What?
What in color was it, and what flavor?
It was a reddy purple. It tasted like soap, but it was spicy like Tabasco. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
Now, here's where the conspiracy comes into it, right? My sisters are running around screaming in circles, he's gonna die, oh no, no. My mum's on the phone with like a poison control hotline or something, being like, my son just drank a glow stick.
You're the worst mother in the world.
This is your fault.
I hope you made plenty of nice arrangements for the funeral, ma'am.
There's no point making it closed casket, he'll just glow right through.
Put him in the freezer. He'll last longer.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? They're saying, you can't drink glow sticks, they're toxic, you'll die, etc. The poison control people, their solution was, I had to gargle ice cubes. Not to neutralize the chemicals, purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation. So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick, 0 adverse effects.
Yeah,
nothing happened. So they've been saying, oh no, don't drink glow sticks.
You're dumb enough to go drink a glow stick after this. That's on you. That's on you. Don't do that. I'm reading the disclaimer.
Chemicals purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation. So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick, 0 adverse effects. Nothing happened. So they've been saying, oh no, don't drink glow sticks. They're bad for you. They'll make you sick. But I could have sworn I could see in the dark. Nothing bad happened.
So nothing bad happened. Soapy,
With a hint of Tabasco.
wild berry.
Wild berry, yes. Oh my god, maybe it was a wild berry. Maybe that's what, oh my god. You don't think.
No, it couldn't be. No, it's just going to be.
That's a conspiracy. You're crazy.
Surely it's.
The toilet buttons are lying. There's
I've
buttons
been
on a
wanting to talk about
toilet?
this for a while. Toilets.
Yes.
I think there is no standard for what the big button does and what the small button does.
Now, I'm going to need you to elaborate on that.
So, okay.
I've seen these at like places of business. I've never seen anyone like in their house have these. Is this what rich people have? Because we don't have that. I mean, like no normal person I've been whose house I've been to has had that. And if they did, that's kind of weird. I know, like, be green and shit, but like, who the fuck has money for that? Not relatable.
Very often, people go number one. Less often, people go number two. So, naturally, the big one is the one that's frequently pressed because it's the big one. It's the one that everybody aims for, right? So that should be the small flush.
I feel like...
Exactly. Now look at this one.
No, don't misconstrue me. I think you're an idiot.
So you're telling me that the small button gets pressed more often than the big button?
It's...
Yeah, it's not so simple, is it?
I understand your logic, but I think it's built on a weak predicate. You're conflating big with important, when in this case, big means big, in that it's the big flush, it's the full flush, and the small means half flush. It's a...
Now, you're telling me that this button gets pressed 5 times as often as this one on the left?
No, I know,
I don't believe it. So what I'm saying is that across all toilets, there is a non-standardization. Look at this. Which one is it?
It's 1 water and 2 water. 1 is less water and 1 is more water. It's like that's so clear to me.
Wrong. 1
What?
big drop for solids, 2 smaller drops for liquid. Which one is it?
The one on the
Wait, is it really? Oh, that's weird. Okay.
left is the half flush, and the one on the right is the full flush.
Which one's the bigger one? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
The left one.
Only the plumber.
The one on the left is the full flush. The one on the right is the half flush. Yeah, go on. Give us another one. This is easy. I can do this
Oh,
all day.
right. Okay,
Not so easy
yay.
now, is it?
The one on the left is the full flush, and the one on the right's the half flush. Maybe you just don't have an eye for it.
I think this is like gold like the sun, so it's P.
Yeah.
And then dark like the moon, so it's the darker stuff.
It's not done.
Why is it red?
What if we just had one button, and instead we used AI to determine how large the flush should be? Or a dial and a button. Turn the
A
dial
dial
for
could be
small
a nice
amount,
idea.
more, and full.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I always
Do
will.
you ever notice, like, a lot of newer toilets, they kind of don't have, like, the suction flush that they need? I don't know. Like, that bothers me when you notice, like, it doesn't have the flush that you're going to need. When you know that you go in there and it's going to mean business. Is that too disgusting for you to talk about when you're going to the bathroom and you know you're about to do some like major business, but you know the toilet you're gonna sit on doesn't have the power for that business, so that you need to break up your business. I feel like I shouldn't. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. But like, I think a dial isn't actually a really good idea because sometimes the business needs a bigger flush.
We'll go the small one.
Really?
100%.
I don't think I've ever pressed the small button.
Well-
And I don't in public bathrooms because I don't like the idea.
Yeah.
So I'll just hold it and then get very sick. But I always press the big one because that's the big button. Why wouldn't I press the big button?
Maybe it's because I've grown up in places where there's levels of water restriction. I half flush on number 2s.
Really?
I almost never use a full flush. Like, I could not tell you the last time I've used a full flush. I remember when I learnt the rhyme, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And I was at my mum's work when I was like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8. And I was in an elevator with my mum and a woman who I found out was her boss. And I was like, Mum, check this out. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
What? And then you just said the rhyme?
Yeah, and then Mum's like, oh, that's great. That's great, shut up. She's like, I wish that glow stick took you.
There was a time we were on Tank River and we used to have a saying, if it's yellow, say goodbye, fellow. If it's brown, let it stick around.
What?
No flush for number 2. Big flush for number 1. Ad time.
What does the VPN
Yeah,
in
we're gonna bear it. We're
NordVPN
gonna
stand
bear it.
for?
An ancient society has kept this knowledge hidden for millennia.
Or at least, that's what my archaeologist grandfather told me. Behold, Nord Boy, one of the Nord ruins' many puzzles. See how it reroutes my data.
Whoa!
Oh, what
You just
game is
opened the
that? I
Theodore
remember
Roosevelt. Where are we going, Nordman?
With NordVPN servers all over the globe, anywhere the clues lead. Look, on the back of the Statue of David.
Give me your UV light.
Shut up.
It's a message from the founding fathers.
With this, we could get the international Netflix catalog, and a whole bunch of other geo-locked streaming content like BBC iPlayer and Japanese DTV. All the clues are lining up with the
What
next
is
solar
BBC
eclipse.
iPlayer?
We gotta get to the
Never
Tomb of
heard
the
of
Unknown
that.
Soldier before this exclusive deal expires. Uh-oh, it's the Society of Online Marketers. We've been trying to track your every step, Nordman. They want to make an online profile of our web traffic so they can target us with advertising. And I can't let that happen.
Is that what I think it is?
Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dreamcatcher.
Did he have a
Don't let go, Nordman!
I wasn't going to.
The eclipse is happening now. The ancient riddle!
Virtual, private.
network?
We've got 2 of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
I'm afraid to find out.
From the producers of Nordshank Redemption and director Christopher Nordlin. I'm afraid your adventure stops here, Nordman. Hand over Harriet Tubman's cipher, or I'll shoot the boy.
does she
This
have a
temple had its
cipher?
IP address exposed. It's gonna collapse.
The key to the cipher. It's on your grandfather's old pocket watch, which he gave you on his deathbed in his will before he died.
If it was known, it would mean the end of civilization itself.
Oh,
Oh my
network.
God.
It's network. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I thought it would be.
Nordschnul
No.
So get NordVPN today. Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months.
Okay, don't come for me. I watched it. Be happy.
Had to.
People think MRI machines are fake. Has you guys ever gotten an MRI done? It's creepy. I've had to do it before because I gave myself a concussion a few years ago. I don't remember how many years. It was during one of those winter storms, and the driveway was just so icy. I got home from work, I slipped and just slammed my head against the floor. It really hurt. I got a concussion, yay, but you know, it was weird. I just remember going in there. It's honestly, if you're claustrophobic, that would freak I was claustrophobic. I am claustrophobic, so it did freak me out because it kind of felt like I was having a panic attack in there. I don't know. Did anyone else have like a similar experience like that?
Get some MRIs a while back. They were really long. It was like an hour and a half. I'm in this f***ing machine, so it was like really boring.
Did you not have a phone?
No, but they gave us headphones which played music.
I didn't get
The guy was like,
headphones.
"What kind of music do you listen to?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, I usually mostly listen to like video game stuff." So he's like, "All right." So he goes, "Fuck, this is already making me laugh." So he goes on YouTube Music and types in video game music playlist, and he's like, "What does this look all right?" Now it was a bunch of like Undertale and stuff. So he puts it on.
Yeah.
Puts me on the table and he puts the headphones on, locks my head in, and the music starts playing, and it's the Skyrim main theme song. Just imagine this mental image of me getting fed into an MRI machine while it's Dovagin, Dovagin, Dovagin. That was very funny. But later on, when I came out of the machine, he was like, "Oh, how's the music going?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's great. It played some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei 4, which it did." And he goes, "Yeah, and Donkey Kong."
What?
Now that's really good.
Well, okay, the point of the MRI story was not the Dovahkiin music. The point is that you're in there for like an hour and a half, and it's just making a bunch of really loud noises, but you can't see anything happening.
Was it an MRI of your head?
That was my whole spine.
Your whole spine.
It's crazy technology. No.
It is. It is. Do you reckon it's real?
MRIs. Nah, I reckon they just put you in and then they just get someone in Blender and they just like put together a spine and they're like, "Yeah, there it is."
Yes.
And they just make it all fucked up and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna have to take your spine out, put your spine back in."
What?
You didn't drink any glue sticks when you were a kid, did you?
They're doing that before they put you in. It's like, you don't have any like metal piercings, any tattoos, da da da. You didn't drink any glow sticks when you were 4, did you? No, ma'am. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah, actually, my doctor was worried I might be just like too smart.
Or too handsome.
Yeah, and so they had to take a whole bunch of scans and they were like, "What's going on? These numbers are off the charts." And they were seeing like parts glowing and stuff, and they're like, "I think this guy's using more than 10%.
There's actually no problems at all. You might be the most healthy and handsome man we've ever scanned. Can you sign this document? It's just a release form. I'm like, yeah, anything for a fan.
Moon bad?
What do you think about space? I like it.
I honestly don't. Perhaps we went to the moon, but I think the footage we have isn't real.
I'm not necessarily interested in space. I get the interest around it, and I do think there's like a possibility of like life outside of us and all of that shit. But like for me to personally try to like invest energy into caring about it it's just not there. It's just not there, man. I mean, like, it doesn't hold my attention. Let's just be honest. It just don't hold my attention. I could give two shits if we actually made it to the moon or not. Like, I don't care if it's a conspiracy or not. Who the fuck cares? It's the moon. A giant rock. A giant rock that is very important to our environment. But, like, at the same time, like, it's a giant rock.
I think they went to Mars and filmed it there.
Just because the lighting was better?
Yeah, we don't have the technology.
They just color corrected it.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Because they were going to do it on Venus, but when they tried to green screen it out, it just, yeah.
Because they're not directors, so they would just be there with the f***ing camera. Like, they don't know to hold it in, like, widescreen mode. They're, like, there with their phone doing vertical.
Can you imagine Neil Armstrong's up there with the camera, and he doesn't realize he's actually got it on selfie camera, and he's just like, "Yeah, check this out. It's just on selfie camera."
They had to reconstruct it off the reflections from
The
his
reflection.
helmet. So there's the three. There's Armstrong,
Buzz Lightyear.
and Collins, Andrew Collins.
I'm just going to say third astronaut, in case his name Michael Collins.
That was close. That was good.
Nice one, Egghead. Oh, he's dead. That's a shame.
He died on the moon.
Yeah, they'll have to leave him there.
The moon,
Oh, look,
US.
here's a picture of Michael Collins meeting
I don't think
President
US owns
Trump.
the moon.
Oh, really?
That's nice. Yeah.
Some say it was his greatest achievement.
It's like, oh, sorry, he's busy. We can get you Obama. No. Well, I mean, I like the idea if it's just like Trump like doesn't know who he is. He's like, oh yeah, wait, you're Buzz's friend. Yeah, Woody. That was my Trump impression. But like his expression looks like.
Oh yeah, wow, he's seen some stuff. I've got something really important to tell you, Mr. President. You gotta know about the moon. There's a thing.
There's goblins on the moon.
I haven't told anyone before.
They took Neil and they took Buzz and they replaced him.
Oh fuck.
And no one will listen to me.
Do you think he gets sick of the moon? Because there's nothing anyone wants to talk to him about except for the moon, right?
The moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he goes out at night and he sees the moon. He's like, oh, fuck off. What happens to werewolves on the moon? If you put a werewolf on the moon, does he just turn into a werewolf all the time?
Yeah, they're just werewolves all the time. Yeah.
Do they need
That's a fun
spaces?
werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Yeah, that
they?
would be scary.
That'd be really spooky.
What do you reckon is the
werewolf
scariest
in
thing you
a
could find on the moon?
spacesuit.
The previous crew.
Apollo 1.
So you're on the moon.
Sorry, let me just pretend that the moon's real for a second. Okay, yeah, I'm on the moon. Go on.
You're bouncing around.
And it's great. You're having a good time. But
What if you bounce too high? Will you fall off? Can you fall off the moon?
No, you can't fall off the moon. What does that even mean?
I mean, I just think that it's like, what if it's like...
where? Down space?
Yeah, wouldn't they? Can you? That's a real question. Like, can you just float off the moon? No, there has to be some gravity, right? Because they were stepping on it. Right, there's some gravity. I don't know. That's a weird question. I actually want to know that. If you know, let me know in the comments. Can you literally fly off the moon or no? I don't think so. Because there has to be gravity for them to step on the moon. And to, like, make a footprint, there needs to be pressure, right? I think so.
Fall to the bottom of
But I think
space.
you can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you fall off the moon. Maybe you trip and fumble and you just got to sort of keep going. I think it's the angriest I've ever heard you. Do you reckon they started doing push-ups and they're like, yeah, check this out. 150 push-ups. Easy.
Like one finger.
But he's doing it with his knees down. He's like,
No, just film from the top half up. Film from the top half up.
part of me thinks, just part of me, deep in my soul thinks, I reckon you could fall off the moon.
What, you're just walking around normally, you just gotta be really careful.
God, I hope I don't fall.
Trip, and then whoop.
They're hiding fun stuff. Who's
When
hiding it?
I was a kid, I read a book called The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver.
Go on.
It's a
Deaver.
deadly game of cat and mouse, where one guy is the world's greatest hacker, and the other one is a brilliant but tortured criminal investigator who's slightly new to the computing world, right? There's one point where they're having their hack off, and they're like, we gotta get into his mainframe, and then he's like, he's hacking into our mainframe at the same time, and they're going back and forth, who can counter-hack the best? And then it seems as though the hacker guy has kind of stopped. Maybe we did it, maybe we won. All of a sudden, the computer that they were hacking on explodes. Because the bad guy hacker managed to turn off all the cooling fans.
Okay, bitch, why would it explode, though? When did it just stop working? It's not gonna explode.
And it just somehow exploded. What I'm trying to get around to is, how come the NSA doesn't do cool shit like that?
Yeah. It's never something cool like Watchdog, like hacking the bollards, and I'm like, dude, bollard hack, activate. In a world connected by Web 3.0, nothing is safe.
Imagine we like go to war with China, they press the button, and all the bollards go up at once.
But then I've got a sweet motor.
Is that something only in whatever country they're from? Because I've never seen those in real life. Is that a thing? I know, like, the spikes at, like, parking garages, but I've never seen whatever... Bollards? I feel really stupid in this video. Because I don't know half the things they're talking about.
Motorbike, and I can get between the bollards. So I'm driving on my sweet motorbike.
Why are they
I'm
in
listening
the
to Day and
sidewalk,
Night by
though?
Kid Cudi.
Cut the Skyrim.
Yeah, I've got Skyrim theme playing.
They're hacking all the traffic lights, they're turning
See, I
them
don't
all
know
red.
anything.
But I mean, I don't stop at red lights anyway. Nice try.
So next,
They use up all the prepaid mobile data
Enemy
on your phone,
wallpaper.
and suddenly you can't connect to the internet.
And my plan doesn't reset until the 10th, so my hack gets
Who
canceled.
doesn't pay for unlimited data? I'm like, I can't live if I don't have unlimited data.
my hack gets cancelled.
And which is hard because my other hand was already holding a beer, so now my hand's
I love that idea. Just being at the, I don't know, the NSA, the CIA headquarters. Stand down. Cancel the hack.
we need him working for us.
Thing is, like, you've got the movie version of hacking,
I'm getting hacked. This is major.
and then you've got the real life version of hacking, which is much more boring.
I was wondering if you can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to.
Sure, what's the website?
By clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
We're on his computer right now.
Tedious.
But what if actually it is as fun as in the movies, and it's much more like, have you seen Swordfish?
Yeah.
You're like spinning a cube around, and you're going, the cipher is being decrypted.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the number going up. That would be so exciting. I think
have no idea
that
what
that's
the fuck
actually what hacking
Swordfish
is
is in
like,
there.
and there's a deliberate move to pretend that it's not.
But what? Like, why?
I heard that the underground, government,
I love the
whatever.
silence.
I heard that they actually have like this big document that effectively has like contingencies for a whole bunch of really strange scenarios.
Well, what kind of contingencies would it be? Like what happens if the president has a sore tummy today and he has to do an address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
I reckon it'd be like, it wouldn't be an easy, simple solution. It would be the most convoluted thing possible. It's like, all right, so we actually have a clone of him ready to go. So he can stay in bed. The clone can go out and do the speech.
Wait a minute. What if you cloned Trump,
Sure.
then dispatched with the original? Would the clone still be president?
Would he still want to be president? You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it's my chance to be my own guy.
What if he goes to sign the thing at the inauguration?
Yeah.
And some other guy runs in real fast and signs his name.
I'm pretty sure that just doesn't count.
What if you're swearing in the president and it's a woman and she's pregnant at the time? Is the baby also president?
No, I think
What if conjoined twins win the presidency?
one's president, one's vice president?
Yes.
That is an intriguing prospect.
Because they're not supposed to have the president and the vice president in the same room at the same time.
That sounds like fake.
No, it's true, because what if someone bombs the room? Then you lose both.
But what
wait, is
about
that
all those
real?
pictures where it's like
don't think
Obama and
that's
Biden
true.
hugging?
Did you know that Trump has never met with that other guy?
JD Vance.
Yes. They've never met. Because they can't ever be in the same room at the same time. It's illegal. They'd both be
Not
immediately executed.
illegal.
It is illegal.
It is illegal. Yeah, no.
Hello?
I'm leaving Walmart. I should be home in a few minutes. Help me with my bags, okay?
I'll think about it.
Get your fucking ass out.
Okay.
I actually had a girlfriend like that where we couldn't be in the. It was.
Someone
What
you
if-
stalked.
Yeah.
Putin wanted to hang out with Trump like all the time, like be friends with him. And Trump was like, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. And so eventually he had to get a restraining order against him. But then Putin was like, well, you can't because I have diplomatic immunity.
Ooh, that is very intriguing.
What would you do?
It'd have to become
That'd be
a
a fun story.
extra legal process where it's like, oh yeah, hi Putin. Yeah, no, Donald's not feeling very well today. We're just putting him to bed, so you might have to just come back another day, Putin.
Dodging him.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think there are any real restrictions on Air Force One.
Oh yeah, okay, go on.
So is the president allowed to just fly around to wherever to get ice cream or whatever? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, okay, now stop
That's how you know it's fake. They actually had the ice cream machine working at McDonald's.
here. Yeah, that was good. Now let's stop here. Yes, let's stop at this Ben and Jerry's.
Jolly
Could be completely wrong. But when Air Force One goes somewhere, there's like two other identical Air Force Ones that are like also going. So it's like,
Yeah, I think so.
I reckon the limitation comes down to, mechanical constraint. Like, there's just not enough space for 3 planes at Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, I suppose it's the landing. I asked that to, I sent a DM to Notch once, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been on a private plane. Like, let's say you were going from New York to LA. Are you allowed to just say mid-flight, hey, can you stop and we'll get ice cream? And
did he reply?
He said nothing. He didn't reply. So I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I've never been on a private plane. I don't know what the rules are.
I just want to clarify, did you actually message Notch that?
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
Basically,
you know what we forgot to do? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Everett.
It's Mr. B.
I'm
from Story Mode.
I'm an editor.
Listen, we got Story Mode. We got other channel.
That's who he
right?
is?
It's got 2 problems. Number 1, not enough people.
Because I felt like I haven't seen him before, right? Wait, let me go back. No, I can't see.
That's so funny, man.
Sorry, I have my camera right in front of the monitor in the corner, so I can't see it.
You know what we forgot to do? Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you?
Hello.
Who are you?
Everett.
It's Mr. B.
I'm
from Story Mode.
I'm an editor.
Listen, we got Story Mode. We got other channel, right? It's got 2 problems. Number 1, not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube. I go to reactions. Everybody react in main channel, Incognito.
Wait, he wants us to react to the story mode reactions? Because there are, like, I do watch those, like, on the side. Because I actually found his channel because I started watching his story mode versions of the Resident Evil games. And I know he's, like, privated those now because I think they didn't like them. But, oh, okay, maybe we have something new to react to. Let's try that.
Where are the Story Mode reactions? What the hell? Also, other problem. Story Mode. Bad name. I'm changing it. Explained. I think that's a better name.
Explained?
Yeah, I like it.
Because he calls all the videos explained anyways. That makes more sense. Okay.
When people have to pronounce things funny. Have you noticed, like on main channel, like, do you know why it's called The Varus Strikes Buck?
Yeah.
It means nothing. It's just so that when I knew reaction channels and we're gonna watch it, they would pronounce it funny.
This is the Varus Strax book. Strakes book. I can't just read what he wrote, apparently.
And it was just like funny to me that they'd have to. Anyway, point is, I like explained better. I think it's better because then you know what you're getting.
But maybe some people haven't seen story mode.
Oh,
so
right.
what are they getting?
To do, Nate heads off into the wasteland. He goes running for many miles along.
So I've never actually heard of Fallout. I heard of Fallout, but I've never actually watched it or played it. So I have no idea what it's about. And I guess they could explain it. Okay.
The road. It's just like that Cormac McCarthy novel. Blood Meridian.
Until he comes across an old petrol station? Whoa! And there he meets a new hairy four-legged friend.
Oh, I've got legs, Mr. B.
No, Mr. Z, this is a dog called Dog Meat, and he's going to be our new friend.
Nate asks if he's seen Sean at all.
They just call them Dog
Give me
Meat.
Sean! No!
Alas, this shepherd hound only speaks German.
Ihr Sohn ist 60 Jahre alt und leitet das Institut.
Do you think this boy could have used a harpoon? Look at him. He's a wee lad.
No, he's far too scrawny. Thin-necked urchin dunderpate like you could never wield a poon such as this.
Are you Alex?
Weirdly, he recognizes her.
That's me.
I'm Ryan.
I never played this version of Life is Strange either, so... But, like, if I watch it, then I can't stream it, right? But I feel like more people watch the reactions than my streams, let's just be honest. Okay.
If she was taking that kind of body language, I would not dare.
Yeah, take
approach
step
her.
forward.
No.
Yeah. Well, it's like when, like a dog, its ears go back and it starts showing its teeth. And you're like, here, boy! Like, no. Scoot into the corner, little fella.
It is the perfect background content.
Generally what happens is...
It really is.
You'll come in, it's usually like 12:30 or something, you just woke up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of just feel like watching video games today.
Yeah, I don't want to play it, but tell me what's happening.
Indiana Jones is solving a puzzle in the temple.
What kind of puzzle?
He's got to pour holy wine down a drain to get pictures of Jesus.
This is too complicated. Skip this part.
Oh no, but we need to do it.
Do some sound effects with your mouth. Make it more funny.
And then you like throw an empty beer bottle at me. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the conspiracy.
NordVPN.com/incognito. NordVPN to again, thanks.
Okay, so that was very fun to watch. Learned a lot of new things because I felt like I knew like absolutely nothing they were talking about in the video. But they also gave me an idea for a new reaction, which is pretty cool. So maybe we'll be reacting to some of those tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping in today. Remember to comment and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.